a tough grind for the Marikina Wangs deliverers. Let's see how they will be able to pull off with a strong second half of action. Starting for the NU, you have Sinining. You also have, of course, the big-time scorers and that outside shooting hands for the Marikina Bulldogs in Kawilan.
He missed a couple of those earlier in the game. So to start off hot like that in the third quarter, he might have a big half right here.
Ragasa from the outside gets it to drop.
That's really what Marikina needs. They need someone to step up, someone to take charge and be aggressive and hit shots. And Ragasa, he could be that guy. He's a very active player. He's down there battling Gaye right now.
Isagaya is back on the floor, but it's the outside shooting of NU that's been giving them a lift. Care of Kim Cinco that time.
Well, NU was actually 1 for 10 from the 3 in the first half. So right here, they're starting to light it up.
12 seconds to shoot.
Joining Isagaya, Kawilan, you also have playing for the first time here in this ballgame, Rap Atangan for NU. As you can see, popping up, wanting to drop it to Jeff Montemayor. Nothing off of that effort.
You got to know your personnel a little bit. You know, some guys you can throw it to him hard. Sometimes some guys you got to give it to him soft. Right there, he fired it at him and he wasn't ready.
Sinining, top of the key. It's a 3 if it goes. No. Montemayor clears that rebound. Labing Isa on the move. Pops up, nothing there. Montemayor, second serving. No.
Got to finish that down there.
Sinining orchestrating to Atangan, all day to shoot. That couldn't get that to drop, and he's going to try to put a body against Labing Isa. Full speed for him.
Long three-point shots usually result in a long rebound. A lot of times those long rebounds are like outlet passes to the defense, and they're off to the races, just like right there, what happened.
21 on the shot clock, a lot of time for them, but they're not going to waste any of it with Montemayor underneath.
That's what I want to see from John Montemayor. I want to see him be aggressive, take strong moves to the basket, use those big, long strides to take up space. He got it done right there.
Oh, Labing Isa right there, asking for that leather. After that steal, puts it up. Nice work there, conspiring with Pascual.
Well, it's got to start on defense for Marikina. They can't sit back and be passive. They have to be active with their hands, get deflections so they can run. That's exactly how they got this break right here. Their guards at the top got a deflection, and they were off to the races for a nice little fast break.
Labing Isa with 3 points in that first half.
Nice defense by the NU band. Did you hear that?
Seriously, that helps. Does it really rattle you for a player like you who's had many years? You can definitely, it's a talent to be able to mute out those things.
Well, you're so focused on what you have to do, and your instincts take over. A lot of times you don't even hear it. You know, that noise pretty much just gives you extra energy. But the times that I had a hard game is when the gym was extremely quiet.
Right.
I need that noise.
And Cinco right here playing off of that noise. Couldn't get that to drop, but another opportunity here for NU to stretch this lead 41-35. They go back to Cinco. Underneath they go.
Nice little steal by NU, and they're able to make Marikina play more defense.
But that shot rattles out for Sinining. Pascual looking aggressive. They go to Ragasa. Not on that side. For Montemayor underneath.
There he goes. He's got to use that big body right there. He had a lighter, thinner guy against him, and he's got to be able to bounce him out of the way. Create contact, create your own space, and be aggressive.
Sinining will be replaced by JV Gallego as Montemayor is on the line. Kawilan is also replaced. You have Salem on the floor. at that press right there. The defense of Marikina. Suspending the play for NU. They go to Rapatangas. Nothing off of his effort.
Good rebound by John Montemayor. He's starting to make things happen now.
Can Marikina eclipse this Manila NU lead? 6:36 remaining, 10 on the shot clock. Pascual aggressive. He's trooping to the line for a couple.
What's happening now, Jeff and John Montemayor, they're keeping Isagaye occupied down low, so he's not able to get to the penetrators and block shots like he was earlier.
2 foul shots for Jay Pascual.
With Chino Mosqueda checking back in this ball game, kind of gives NU not just the fresh legs, but probably you know, an aggressive player on that floor who scored 6 points in that first half. Missing off of that, Isagaye with the rebound from that missed free throw by Pascual. Gallego sets up Salem. Back to Gallego. Ah, Salem wide open for three. This one won't go though. Back in the hands of NU Atangan. They're looking really, really aggressive and active off of that rebound.
Well, the Marikina guards, they can't leak out. Those little tap outs to the free throw line have to be their rebounds. They're kind of looking to run a little bit too much.
Ragasa, yes, knocking down that three.
John Ragasa.
And they needed that.
That's my guy right there, John Ragasa. He could be quiet the whole game and then just explode for a few quick three-pointers.
And all of a sudden, we're tied at 41. Do stay stuck. We'll be back for more of your FBA action. Back, let's check out the second three-pointer here in this ball game by Ragasa. Looking good. You were saying, Nick, about Ragasa.
Well, he's one of my players from last year. He joined me about a year ago. I got him for the Dell League. You know, he's one of those guys that just kept showing up to our tryouts. You know, I wasn't so impressed the first time I saw him. Maybe he had an off day or he just got off the plane or something. And I didn't invite him back, but he just kept showing up. And that's really one of the things I try to tell guys is, you know, people are successful when they just continually show up. You know,
I like that.
You show up and you give yourself a chance. You create an opportunity for yourself rather than waiting for some handout.
See, these guys learn so much from the likes of Nick Velasco, Ali Peak. Really nice. Rap Ragasa, they go to Gallego. Nice pass to Rap. Rap Atangan there with the basket.
Well, you see it a lot. There's guys in the PBA that, you know, they're on the practice squad and they just never give up. They're not making much money. They continually show up, and the next thing you know, they're starting point guards.
And you again back in the lead. They led by as much as 9 points. As Labing Isa erases that with three. Having some problems there with that defense of Marikina. They go to Salem and will try to set it up with Gallego calling it. Nearing the halfway mark of this third quarter with 11 seconds to go. Effort of Marikina here.
Marikina is really going with their two big guys, the brothers. Seems like they've been in the whole third quarter, and they don't look tired yet. That's a good sign.
Can't go wrong. They were able to crawl back from that 9-point deficit with these two on the floor, and Marikina is enjoying a 15-2 run. Melegrito to Ragasa. They go to the Montemayors inside. Powering up.
I thought that might have been a foul right there. I like the aggressive move. He lowered his shoulder and tried to move someone out of the way. A lot of times I tell big guys like that, even if you get a charge, I'll still be happy because you're showing aggressiveness.
With no more time remaining, Ragasa had no recourse but to chuck it up. Coach Pablo working hard right there to try to put Marikina back on the winning track.
They put some pressure on the backcourt right there, and Ragasa is a very active, athletic player. He's all over the place. He got a deflection, almost got a steal.
Gallego to Salem. Coach Joey Guanyo barking orders right there, getting the open man from the corner. Couldn't get it to drop for Salem. Ahead to Melegrito. Nice pass.
Coach
Perfect.
Melegrito from Central Labing Isa.
Perfect pinpoint accuracy on that pass.
Wow. And in traffic, too. Look at that steal. Marikina again looking to further extend this three-point advantage. They'll patiently run this play with 16 seconds to go. Labing Isa sees the open Melegrito, but will be called for the travel, unfortunately.
Traveling.
Coach Pablo is down there working right now. You know, he went into halftime. He made some really key adjustments, and you see the effectiveness of it right here. They have the full court pressure. They're causing turnovers, and they're breaking down that zone.
You have Michael Pate and Diputado on the floor. Here's an outside shot. Couldn't get it to drop, but another chance here for NU.
I didn't know Michael Pate shot threes. I wonder what he shoots from the three-point line.
Well,
One
he's
for
been
8.
showing, yeah, he's been trying to show versatility in his game, and there's another look for you. I think you like that a lot more.
I like that a lot more. Nice little finger roll to the basket. It's better than his 12% three-point shooting percentage.
He's going to try it. They gave him an open look, and Marikina's probably going to give him that all day. They go to the corner to Kojak, and Montemayor is asking for it with 8 to go with only Salem. They're botting up against him. Good enough for that defense to get the open man, and Mosqueda for the touchdown.
Gino Mosqueda.
That's where I'd want to see Montemayor just run that defender over.
Timeout, Marikina.
And Marikina will be calling for a timeout as they find themselves behind again, 47 to 46, and we'll be back for more of your FBA action. FBA hosted right here at the Malolo Sports and Convention Center. Hey, who's that guy? Commissioner
The
Vince
Prince.
Hizon. The only commissioner with a moniker, I think, in the Philippine basketball industry. Hey, Melegrito trying to get one through, and he does that underneath.
Melegrito can finish amongst the trees. You see that he got that shot off against Gaye.
Melegrito, I've seen him play in the amateur ranks and in other leagues as well. This guy is just never going to back down for anyone, no matter how big they are.
He's got that really thick body, and he knows how to use it. It's like a little bowling ball down there. You know, if a lot of big guys can learn how to use their body the way he does, they'd be a lot more effective.
Earlier, it was a second personal foul of Sas Pineda as you have NU's Diputado looking for Isa Gaye. Looking for the open man in Mosqueda. Second opportunity is good, and this could be a three-point play right here for Isa Gaye.
Pushing well on number 18, Pineda is third.
Gaye's got 4 points here in the third quarter. 4 rebounds.
Free throw, Isa Gaye.
Improving just from his two-point output. He hasn't missed from the free throw line so far tonight, and you know, I don't believe in jinxes, but sometimes, you know, credit to that.
It always happens. It always works.
I don't know. Melegrito using that pick earlier from Montemayor. They go to Labing. Isa fearless to pull the trigger from that corner. That's a three.
I like his aggressiveness. He's got no fear, just like you said. You leave him some daylight, he's going to take that.
Deputade calling the play here. Finds the open man. Salem decides not to shoot that. They go to a earlier Pate. Isa Gaye rises for that second opportunity.
Well, what Marikina was doing was leaving them open for threes and kind of baiting them into shooting it. And NU was falling for it for a while. Now they're going back inside.
Sky in for that rebound, but there was an infraction prior to that. This is our third deadlock of the ball game. Muntayak and Balagtas checking in for Marikina.
13 foul on Marikina Wangs delivers.
Really the key for NU is they're going to have to get the ball inside again. They're settling for outside shots too much here in the third, and that's what's getting Marikina back in the game.
Sam Razon also in this ball game replacing Jeff Montemayor.
One of the biggest differences I see is Salem staying outside the three-point line, whereas earlier in the first half he was staying at the free throw line, much more effective at the free throw line.
He's not taking those shots though. He was open earlier, decided not to take that shot. Decided to drop it to Pate.
Foul number 7, Stacy Balagtas.
as Balagtas is called for this foul. 14 seconds on the shot clock for NU. They go back to Salem, wide open. Diputado overshoots that one. And another foul will be called against the white shirts.
Holding foul number 7,
Stacey Balagtas will be called for his second personal.
Foul of Stacey Balagtas.
Gaye is all over those rebounds,
Shooter
offensive
Isa
rebounds
Gaye.
right now. They're having a very difficult time boxing him out.
Good for that free throw. And splitting his free throws, but breaking the ice right here, putting NU on top. Melegrito on the move. Oh, Melegrito here. With Marikina, we'll just let that ball sail out, and 42.4 seconds will be on this game clock as Ragasa again checking back in for Stacey Balagtas. So NU on top by 1. They go to Salem still, not wanting to launch from the outside. And too strong a pass here to Diputado.
Well, Salem missed a couple of wide open threes from the corner in this quarter, and now he's getting a little gun shy. You gotta stay aggressive. You can't let those misses affect you. You know, you gotta learn how to have amnesia.
Right.
The great shooters have amnesia. They don't care if they miss. They're still gonna pull it.
Melegrito getting some space there, care of Razon, battling for position. Razon again goes out to help Munsayak, who will launch this three. There was some contact there.
Munsayak is really effective at drawing those fouls from three-point shots. He did that a few times to us, and I couldn't figure out how he was doing it. I want to see this replay. Time to scout a little bit.
As Munsayak is on the line, not bothered by the drums, and never bothered no matter who's in front of him. He plays like he's like 6'5".
He's got tons of confidence. You know, he killed us when we played them. I think it was the opening game of the conference. He really put it on us.
Munsayak norms about 9 points per ball game. For a player his size, it's actually huge. He plays big. Here's Ragasa. Couldn't get it off the glass. Oh, Montemayor. Almost getting it through, but what about that effort coming from Razon?
Nice offensive rebound put back from Razon. He's got so much athletic ability. If he could just use it continuously like that, he'll be very effective.
The three-point ball game that we have right here going into the final period. Do stay with us. We've got a lot of highlights to still show you here with the Marikina Wangs leading 55-52 as we take a look at the efforts that they've been doing here in this quarter. Making them pay from the outside, but of course let's not forget about not just Labing Isa's efforts, but the big guys also inside, shown by Kojak Melegrito. So Marikina Wangs delivers, crawling back from a 6-point deficit to be on top going into the fourth.